Imagery Unleashed, enhancing your writing with sensory details. Hello, language explorers. Welcome back to our series on creative writing techniques. Today we're diving deep into a critical element of creative writing, imagery and sensory language. We're specifically focusing on a fun and transformative exercise: rewriting passages to include more imagery. By the end of this session, you'll be able to take a plain passage and turn it into a feast for the senses, rich with vivid, descriptive details. First, let's revisit what imagery is. Imagery is a writing technique that uses descriptive language to create mental pictures for the reader. It draws upon the five senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, to help the reader immerse in the story or text. Imagine you're reading a book. If the book merely states, "She was scared," you understand the fact, but you're not feeling it. However, if it says, "Her heart pounded like a drum in her chest, her palms were slick with cold sweat, and her wide eyes darted around the room," you get a vivid sensory experience of fear. Now, let's talk about sensory language. This is the language that helps to evoke the senses mentioned earlier. Instead of telling the reader how to feel, sensory language shows it by providing detailed descriptions. Think about the smell of a bakery. Instead of writing, "The bakery smelled good," we could say, "The aroma of freshly baked bread and sweet pastries wafted through the air, instantly making my mouth water." The latter statement creates a much richer and evocative sensory experience. Let's move to the main event: rewriting passages to include more imagery. Here's how we're going to do it. 1. Identify the senses. In the passage you want to rewrite, identify the senses you could potentially engage. Is there something your characters could see, hear, smell, taste, or touch? 2. Describe, don't tell. Remember, the key to sensory writing is showing, not telling. Instead of saying, "The sun was hot," describe how the sun scorched the skin like a blast furnace. 3. Use figurative language. Similes, metaphors, and personification can add an extra layer of richness to your descriptions. 4. Prune unnecessary details. Too much detail can be overwhelming. Aim for a balance of sensory information that supports your narrative. Let's practice this together. I'll provide a simple passage, and we will rewrite it together with more imagery and sensory language. Original passage: He walked into the restaurant and ordered a sandwich. Rewritten passage: He ambled into the bustling restaurant, the savory aroma of grilled meat tickling his nostrils. He navigated his way to the counter, the symphony of sizzling pans and clinking cutlery growing louder. With a voice as warm as a crackling fireplace, he ordered the chef's special sandwich, his mouth already watering in eager anticipation. See the difference? Practice this with your own writing, and you'll see the world you create becoming more vivid and immersive. That wraps up our lesson on rewriting passages to include more imagery. Remember, the goal is to engage your readers, to make them see, hear, smell, taste, and feel your world through your words. Practice makes perfect, so keep trying, keep rewriting, and keep exploring the beauty of imagery and sensory language. Until next time, keep the pen moving and the imagination flowing.